Hi everyone! Today's video is going to be all about tips on starting a YouTube channel. This is one of my most requested videos, and I feel like even though my channel isn't huge or anything, and right now I'm almost at 40,000 subscribers, so I just wanted to say thank you so much very quickly because I really appreciate it. But I do feel like I have some pretty good tips on starting a YouTube channel, and I'm trying to implement them in my own videos, and I hope that I'm doing a good job. And if you couldn't tell already, I did get a haircut and I dyed it. I've been planning on doing this for quite a while, and I did mention this on my Instagram page. I don't know if I mentioned it on here, but I have been planning on doing it for a long time. I get my hair cut about this length very often, and I absolutely love having short hair. It's so refreshing. So back to all the YouTube stuff. In this video, I'm going to attempt to help you guys on, or at least the people who want to start their YouTube channel, on how to get it started and how you post your videos and making sure that people actually watch them, and also networking, because that is super important that I guess a lot of people don't really think about, or they do it in a spammy way, which isn't exactly the best thing to do. So I'm going to try to help you guys through that, and hopefully it is helpful, it makes sense, and you guys can actually take that first step in making a YouTube channel. Also, don't mind the hearts in the background. I just haven't taken them down because I think they look really pretty. So my very first tip is obviously to make your YouTube channel. There's instructions on how to do that online. You basically just have to have a YouTube account, and then you can create your channel. And try to find a name that is going to apply to what you're actually going to be doing. So if it's makeup or something, like I just thought of GettingPretty. Fortunately, that name wasn't taken, and I didn't have to add any numbers or weird thingies in it, which is perfectly fine, but if you can, just try to think of a name that will apply to what you're actually going to be doing. First off, I always like to see decent quality videos, which means that you will need a decent camera. That doesn't mean that you have to go out and spend $1,000 on a camera. You can get some pretty affordable video cameras for a couple $100s, maybe. Most of them film in HD now anyway, so you don't really have to worry about that too much. But good lighting is key. So even with a very good camera, you may not get the best quality video because you don't have good lighting. So either find a good spot to film where you can get some really good daylight for filming, or you can purchase some studio lights, and I actually did that. I have my studio lights. They're just umbrella lights. I can show a little clip of them, and I got them from Amazon.com, I think, for very cheap. It came with multiple lights and a backdrop, which I never use, but I mean, I got the lights and that's kind of all I needed, but it was a very good deal. And just make sure that you're in a spot where you get good lighting and you can actually see what you're doing on camera, because that can kind of make or break a video too. And because I get this question asked a lot, what camera do I film with? I film with a Canon Rebel T3i. Also, because it is very nerve-wracking to film a video at first, because it's something very new to most people, I would highly suggest making practice videos. So if you have an editing software, if you have a iMac or a MacBook or something, they all come with iMovie Maker, and that's what I use to edit my videos. And I made like one practice video where I just did a makeup tutorial, and I played around with it on my editor and just basically learned on my own how to make a video and how to edit everything. iMovie is very simple. That's what most people use to edit their videos because it comes with your Mac, and it's extremely easy to use. It's very user-friendly. And making practice videos obviously gets you used to speaking to a camera, because it can be very odd and feel uncomfortable for a while, but I promise you, you get used to it and you will get much better with practice. So as far as the actual content of your video goes, this is completely up to you, whether you're doing makeup tutorials or hair tutorials, but I would suggest following trends. So is it spring, summer, winter? What kind of makeup do people usually wear on those seasons or special occasions? So holiday makeup, people are always searching for that type of makeup, or hair looks or something. Just make sure that you're following with trends and makeup trends, hair trends, how people are wanting to wear their makeup or certain colors or something. That's also very important because people like to search for that. So even celebrity makeup looks, I guess. People like to search things like that. Also, it's so important to just be yourself on camera, and I know that that will be pretty difficult at first because it's something that is out of a lot of people's comfort zone, talking to a camera. Obviously, people don't just do that every day. But it is very obvious when somebody is being fake on camera. It definitely shows through quite easily. So just make sure if you have like a quirky personality, then show it, because people like real people. And you want to think about what you would want to see in a video. So do you want to see somebody looking not put together in, I'm not saying go cake on a whole bunch of makeup, but be yourself but look presentable, because obviously you want to watch a video from somebody who looks like they probably know what they're doing. That doesn't mean changing your style or anything, because you want to do videos that you're comfortable making. I don't do a whole lot of crazy makeup looks because I don't usually wear makeup like that. I wear makeup like this. It's pretty simple, and I like to do makeup tutorials that are wearable on most people. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to try to be something that you're not in these videos, because people can tell. When you're actually filming videos, don't be afraid to redo something. So that's the magic of editing, and if you screw something up, go ahead and do it over again. You don't have to be embarrassed. It's literally only you and the camera, and if you don't like the way you said something or the way you did your makeup, just do it over again. And if you're not proud of it and if you're not happy with it, then why would somebody else be happy with it, you know? Obviously, you want to title it something that's relatable to the video. You want it to be searchable. You want people to know that if they're gonna search a curly hair tutorial, your video could potentially pop up. The titles and what you write in the description box is actually very important, because that is what is searchable. People don't search your video content, they search what you write about it. So basically, just make sure that you are describing what's going on in your video and your title. There's an option to use tags, so you want to write words that people would probably search for your video. Another thing that I think is pretty important in videos, people always say that you don't judge a book by its cover, but you kind of judge a video by its thumbnail. I like to go for videos that are kind of colorful and just show me exactly what I'm gonna watch in the thumbnail. There's nothing more disappointing than clicking on a thumbnail of this beautiful makeup and then seeing something that's like completely different. You want to make sure that it's coming from your video, but it actually looks attractive. And when I say attractive, I mean it will attract people to your video, and you want it to be visually appealing, because it's a first impression. Your thumbnail is essentially a first impression of your video, and if you want to impress people, then you probably want a pretty decent thumbnail. Oh, and a thumbnail, if you don't know what it is, it's that little tiny box of the picture that's next to like your title. So yeah. And of course, after you post your videos, it's pretty important to share it, because sometimes at the beginning it's very hard to get people to watch your videos because nobody probably knows about it besides your friends. But when you share your video, that is going to get your name out there and your channel out there, and sometimes people will share it after you shared it so that other people can watch it. It's all about networking. It's extremely important, especially in the beginning stages of your channel, because how else would anybody know about your channel? And that brings me to a very important don't of starting a YouTube channel. And I see so many people doing this, and people do it on my channel all the time, and it's quite annoying, and that's spamming. So please don't post on other people's videos and channels saying, hey, check out my channel, please subscribe to my channel. It's extremely annoying. I honestly hate it. If you're watching my video, please do not do that, because it's really annoying. Like, it kind of just takes away, like, you're basically telling me you don't care about my video, and all you're trying to do is get people to subscribe to your channel. So just respect other people's work, which is their videos, and don't go spamming on their page telling them to subscribe to your channel and, hey, will somebody please notice my channel, because it looks desperate and it's just not very respectful. So in the beginning, it is very beneficial to collaborate with other people, and it just gets your name out there. It obviously makes you different friends too on YouTube, even though it's just virtual, but they're still friends. And it's just overall really beneficial to collaborate with other YouTubers, and it's a little bit more interesting to do sometimes, and you get to meet other people and make connections, and you can promote each other, and that's really important because it's super friendly and it's not annoying or spammy, and you can actually get your name out there pretty quickly if you do this right. Another thing with after your video is posted is to reply to your comments. Your subscribers are the people who are essentially getting your name out there for you, because a lot of the times they will tell their friends about you. You don't want to be mean to subscribers, of course. You want to make it known that you really appreciate your subscribers, because without them you would be nowhere in the land of YouTube. If you start to get mean comments, or if that's what you're worried about, that people won't like you or like your videos, just they don't know you, don't worry about it. So that is all of my tips for starting a YouTube channel. I feel like it went by really fast, but this video might end up being like 10 minutes long. I'm not totally sure, so. But I do hope that it helped you guys. Again, I know my channel isn't huge, but I do think that I have some good tips to follow on at least starting a YouTube channel and trying to get your name out there. And I appreciate all of my subscribers so much, and you guys seriously make this a million times better because you're all so kind, and I really appreciate that. And of course, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. This is the perfect time to tell people to subscribe to your channel, by the way. But until next time, I wish all of you luck to everyone who is planning on starting a channel, and I hope that it is amazing. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!